welcome to Channel 6 News. There are many factors that influence the way individuals will vote in an election, such as gun control, gay marriage, internet censorship, naturalized citizens becoming president, and the war in Iraq. Tonight we have The Gut covering gun control.
Thank you, Mr. Dumb. In today's NRA news, people say they'll feel safer with the gun law in effect. It would take the guns off the streets. It would keep their kids safer. Less people would be getting shot. Less people would be getting hurt. It would keep the hotheads off the streets that are just shooting people for fun and for pleasure. On the other hand, people say their Second Amendment rights are being taken away. I personally don't feel this is true, but hey, according to Thomas Jefferson, who said no man shall ever have his guns taken away from him. According to the Brady Law, which was passed a few years back, it says that people have to have a history background check to buy a gun. This has saved many lives and keeps many felons from buying guns. Thank you, Mr. Dumb. Back to you.
Thank you, The Gut. Now we have breaking news from Iraq. Fred Fruitcake is there to tell us about it. Now to you, Fred.
Thanks, Crumdum. This is Fred Fruitcake reporting live from Iraq. I'm standing on the outskirts of Fallujah, one of the main points of resistance in the Sunni Triangle, where Marines are battling Sunni insurgents. The Marines are being supported by tanks and warplanes. The Marines hold approximately 1/4 of the city. Fallujah's hospital reports as many as 300 Iraqi dead so far since the siege began Monday. Most recently, helicopters and warplanes opened a path for the Marines to take a mosque, which was being used by insurgents as a defensive position. Tensions rise all over the world as the June 30th deadline approaches. Those that support the war believe we should stay for however long it takes to accomplish the mission here. Those that do not support the war believe we should either withdraw now or seek support from the UN. Only time will tell what the right course of action was. Crumdum, back to you.
Thank you, Fred. In other news, internet censorship is a key subject in the debate. We have Tom Tucker to talk about it. Now to you, Tom.
Thank you, Crumdum. What will the Kerry administration do about media censorship of political issues? Huge companies are now censoring the political issue of drug reform, hiding behind company policies. Comcast is the largest cable provider in the country, and it is its policy not to run ads supporting legalization. But at the same time, the issue of legalization is a valid political issue in this country. Many people are upset that the ad is not being run. On the other side, Bush has put a censorship on literacy. He has warned publishers that they may face grave legal consequences for editing manuscripts from Iran and other disfavored nations, on the ground that such tinkering amounts of trading with the enemy. Anyone who publishes material from a country under a trade embargo is forbidden to reorder paragraphs or sentences, correct grammar, or replace inappropriate words, according to several advisory letters from the Treasury Department in recent months. Bush has also asked the media to be more cautious when broadcasting statements from bin Laden. The request from the White House asks the U.S. television networks to think long and hard before beaming another pre-recorded rant from Osama bin Laden to hundreds of millions of viewers around the world. In a conference called with network brass earlier yesterday morning, Mrs. Rice, President George W. Bush's national security advisor, warned that Mr. bin Laden and his followers may be trying to incite fresh violence against the United States. She asked CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, and CNN to exercise caution in broadcasting statements from the world's most wanted man and his supporters. Many in the news media criticized the extraordinary request from the White House yesterday, saying that Bush administration is getting precariously close to declaring war, not only on terrorists, but the free press. Back to you, Crumdum.
Thank you, Tom. Now we have Mr. Nabisco to talk about naturalized citizens becoming president. Now to you, Nabisco.
Good evening, Arnold.
Hello, how are you?
Arnold, rumor has it that you're trying to change the Constitution so that you can run for the president.
That's true. Although I am not a native-born citizen, I would like to do more for this country.
What do you think the requirements for the U.S. presidency should be?
The requirements, I think, should be that the candidate running for the presidency should represent the country well. I have done so by being the governor of California. I represented us in bodybuilding. I have been Mr. Olympia 7 times. 7-time Mr. Olympia. Can you imagine how I feel? Now I just want to do more. I want to do more for this country. I've been acting for years now, putting out so many movies, #1 movies. I don't know. It should just represent the country well.
A lot of people think that you and other non-native candidates should be held from office. As a matter of fact, 50,466 votes were against you. That's 80% of the people.
They are weaklings. They don't know what is good for them. I mean, I understand their side, but they need to see that I can do wonderful things for the country. That is all I have to say.
Do you believe that any non-naturalized citizens running for presidents could possibly be spies?
Spies? The only spies I can think of would be in movies. I've never heard of any spies in America.
Thank you, Arnold. Back to you, Crumb Dumb.
Thank you, Nabisco. In other news, gay marriage has become a major issue in this year's election campaign. To this question, there is really no right answer. Although a recent poll shows that most Americans are against gay marriage just because of their morals, our religious leaders will have nothing to do with marrying gay couples. Even our legislators have had a hard time answering this question. So hard a time that in 2006 they are talking about putting it on a ballot. One compromise that was laid on the table was that gay couples could receive benefits such as health care without having to get married. Gay couples say that they just want to be recognized the same as heterosexual couples. An amendment in the Constitution would restrict freedoms for gays, which would go against what our forefathers laid down initially. So what is the right answer to this question? Well, soon, hopefully, our lawmakers will find a right answer. Thank you for tuning into Channel 6 News. That's how the cookie crumbles. Thank you, Nabisco. In other news, gay marriage has become a major issue. Gay marriage has become a major issue in this year's election campaign. This controversial issue has been a major factor in this year's election campaign. Did I just repeat myself?
Chicago, Illinois.
That word is, and it's politics.
Thank you, The Gut. Now, for more breaking news. This just in from Iraq. What was I supposed to say?
Those that support the war believe we should stay free.
That's part of the scene.
Tensions
Shut up. An old time. Thank you for tuning.
Ready? Go.
Thank you for tuning. Thank you for tuning.
Stupid.
Thank you for tuning.
Fun. On the other hand, there are people that say this, yeah, fuck.